Alright, so here's a update. Since my last video, I have did a full record of a session, which only lasted about 30 minutes. But within that short 30 minutes, everything that I've been talking about occurred. Not once, a few times. But I want something a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is wait just a little bit longer and just record another session, um, which is basically a tournament, so you guys can see. Since my last video, I did pop back over to Bet Online. There's nothing new to talk about there. It's the same bull. It's the same crap. It's the same bots. It's the same fishy activity, just all. So I stopped. I hopped back over to ACR. I've cashed quite a few more little tournaments, and I won 2 or 3 more tournaments. I think 2 actually. I'm not. Could be getting confused. It could be 2, but here's one. The reason I took this picture, a lot of people like to say, and I got to keep reminding myself to do it, because again, I always like to prove whatever I say with some type of video, some type of picture, which I'm gonna start doing more video, because pictures, people, oh, Photoshop. Not everything is Photoshopped. But I did win another tournament. I wound up winning this one. This is just the final table part, but I wound up winning. But through it all, it's just nothing. These sites are a scam. People say it's always the losers, always that's complaining and all this. Well, guess what? I'm not a loser. I'm a winner, and I'm still complaining because I'm not stupid. I understand that this stuff is not fairly done. And besides not being fairly done, you have the cheating. And it's not cheating from just, different individuals, different cheating groups. It's the company itself. ACR is nothing but a scam. I keep saying it. It's a scam. They have in-house players. They have bots. They want to make it seem like they're fair. They want to make it seem like they're removing bots. Yes, they are removing bots, but it's bots that doesn't belong to them or whoever they have running them. And since then, I've reported 3 bots and a suspicious player. The suspicious player, what I'm going to say was suspicious about them is, again, we understand it's poker. We understand mathematically, you're not able to win every single hand. So if you beat that odds and you're winning every single hand, every single time, not just in one tournament, but across tournaments, something fishy about that. I didn't think this person was a bot. I thought this person was cheating. Could have been an employee. Could have been something. People are like, oh, why would they do that? That's extreme, blah, blah, blah. Well, fool, think about it. It's happened before. I had to say that in the comments because some person was like, oh, why would they do that? Well, why would all the other companies that did it got busted do it? Duh, come on. So yeah, I reported that person, and it was literal. Like, they were playing every hand, like they just knew they were gonna win. There was no slowing down. It wasn't like they were hitting a heater. No, it was every single hand. It wasn't just me. We just started the tournament. We had our starting stacks. Let me try to recollect this. Dang, I wish I would have took a video. I think our starting stack was 10,000, I believe. 10,000 chips. It was a PLO. Within 10 minutes, this person already had over, not even 10 minutes, I'm sorry. So let me see. Okay, so first table. Within less than 8 minutes, this person had 35,000, almost 40,000 chips. Just that fast. And it wasn't no all in. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just they were winning every single hand, time and time again. And it wasn't like bluffing, where you bluff and you can probably bluff someone out, and no, legit winning every single hand. Somebody would flop someone would flop a set. The board is uncoordinated. Somehow the river they get there. They just every time it was actually the river every single time. I had a good amount of chips. I think I had about um 10,000, but less than 10,000. Like, it was like 9 or 8,000 when I got to that table. Within 3 hands, they had all of it. First time, I get a flush. They had a higher flush, and I had a pretty high flush, just magically, and it was on the river. And before then, I had 2 pair. Okay, whatever. The second hand, I hit a no, that was the third hand. The third hand, I hit a set of eights. It was 2, 3, 8 on the board. There was 2 clubs. He had not one club. But guess what? On the river, he hit a straight. And I kept betting and betting. Just happily just... No, I'm sorry. He was betting. And I kept just re-raising. Pot. He was betting small. The tournament just started. So it was like 120 chips. And I just kept repotting it. They just kept calling. It was just so much. It's so much. It was so much to those 3 hands, but not just those 3 hands that I played, but other hands people played. I sat on a table. I watched a little bit longer, and they continued to win every hand after I got knocked out of a tournament. At that point, I knew I should have recorded it, but I was just so frustrated and mad. I just didn't. I cared, but I didn't care. You know. But yeah, I mean, all of that. Other instances, again, I think I even took a video of it, but just like the ace video, you know how the person had king 8, I flopped my set of aces, and it comes runner straight for them, and they hit that 1 card straight with the 8, 10-8 offsuit. Well, it happened with the jacks. I flopped the set of jacks. They had ace 8. It was jack, I don't know. I recorded the video. It's on the site. Runner. Same thing. They get a straight with a... Okay, that's 2 times. Okay, but it happens a third and a fourth time. And it's not just from all of these random players. A lot of the times, I take notes and I mark them. Most of these come from these fishy accounts that I mark. And that I carefully play because I know there's something fishy and something wrong with it. But I don't want this video to be too long. Just like most of my videos, I don't want it to be too long. But I just want to say I am going to make another video. I'm going to tell you guys all of the patterns. And I want you guys to just see if it happens to you. Because most likely, I'm pretty sure it does. Because I'm in the chat room, well, not chat rooms, but the little chat function on the site, you know, I talk in it because I want people to talk back. I want to see who's real and who's not, who's cool, who's not. And a lot of times I be saying stuff within those, and people be agreeing. People were like, yeah, that is fishy. That does happen. Like, why does that happen? They like to say variance, but as I say all the time, F variance. You tell them to take variance and shove it up their behind, because that is not variance. That is cheating. They want to make it seem normalized, but it's not. It's cheating. Guess what? It's cheating. But I'm definitely going to tell you a lot of these patterns. I'm going to do it in real time. I want to record. I want to do it in real time. I want to tell you guys outcomes, because again, if it's so random, you shouldn't be able to do what I'm going to do. If it is so random, if it's so fair, if it's so spot on, I shouldn't be able to do what I am going to do. But that's just a little update. I'm still winning, but I'm still losing some. And I'm still being scammed just like everybody else. Just the only difference is to a lot of other people is I notice it and I try to find a way around it. So more videos are coming. It's going to be of actual poker, not me just rambling or talking or explaining, but there's going to be a little action with a little bit of talking. So I'm going to jump in some more tournaments. I think what I am gonna start doing is I'm gonna wait until the bubble. I'm gonna do some tournaments. I'm gonna wait till the bubble busts because most of the time I cash. And when it busts, then I think I'm gonna start recording then, so videos wouldn't be so long. And I'll tell you my thoughts. I'll tell you what's gonna happen, what's probably not gonna happen, and so you guys can see this for yourselves. A lot of you do see it for yourself, but then there's also those dumb people that are just so retarded that they shouldn't even be allowed to speak or write or communicate with people at all. That's gonna sit there and say some dumb crap. But regardless, there'll be a new video soon. I hope you guys enjoy it.